Nothing wrong with it, but you just knew sooner or later Ronnie Dunn was going to go out on his own. About had to, because Brooks and Dunn have been fighting the end for a couple of years.
Yeah.
I mean, their career was basically over until, what was that song? Only in America.
Yeah.
Came along about the time the war started, and
right.
all that patriotic fervor, lit a fire under them again.
And then they did. I mean, that was a great CD.
Oh yeah, and then they've had a couple of good ones since then. So
I thought they were at the top of their game.
Well, maybe they're wanting to go out on top instead of being phased out.
So what does that mean for Kix?
Well, I mean, Kix has been producing and recording and writing, and my guess is his career will be quieter than Ronnie's, but I think it'll continue. But I think Ronnie Dunn's probably got another few years ahead of him as a solo artist.
Does that say when they break up? They're superstars right now. They're headliners.
Yeah, they're Hall of Fame stuff.
Does that drop Ronnie back a notch? Does that put him, say, at somewhere between Jason Aldean and Brad Paisley?
No, I don't think it takes him that far. I think it changes things.
Yeah.
But his voice is what the band has been. It's kind of like you never know about those things, because you take like Lone Star, Richie McDonald.
Mm-hmm.
His voice was all that was. That was the band's sound. And they split up, and now neither one of them can hit a lick.
Right.
Even though his sound hadn't changed. Alabama, is the same way. Randy Owen, the voice of Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
And they split up, and he tried to record some stuff on his own, can't hit a lick. So I don't know. I think it's dangerous.
So are they doing this for Ronnie's solo career?
They haven't explained anything. The only thing Brooks and Dunn said on their website, we're calling it a day. That's all they said.
And they're going to continue through 2010.
Yeah, they've got a new Greatest Hits CD that's coming out next month, and then they'll tour next year to support that.
Yeah.
And then they'll decide what they're going to do. Word is Ronnie will do at least one solo album.
Okay.
Just to kind of see what happens.
And then after that, they'll probably have their reunion tour.
I don't know. They may do a couple of reunion shows, but I think these boys are done. I mean, I really don't know that they ever were, hanging out, drinking, and just
they had their separate lives.
They had their separate lives. Even on the road, they didn't. They had their separate buses and their separate crews, and they
kind of like Hillary and Bill. It was a business.
Yeah, it's a business with these guys.
Yeah,
and I'm sure they like each other. But it's a business.
Yeah.
So I don't. We'll see. I don't feel bad about this at all. I think they've given us everything that they could possibly give us over the last 10 albums and 15, 20 years, and I think it's probably a good thing that they're going to go out while the things are still good on.
I would be surprised if we didn't see a co-headlining tour with Reba and Ronnie Dunn.
Now that would be a good show. I've always thought they sounded great together.
I mean, they've both done a couple of duet type things together, which could end the show, and they're both superstars in their own right. So I could see that being a sellout concert.
I think for both of them, I think Ronnie and Kix are smart. I think they see the change.
Yeah.
Business has changed, attitudes have changed, and it's good for them to go out on top.
And maybe this can give Ronnie Dunn kind of that George Strait ending. Or maybe he can come back and, he's quality. I think he's the best in Nashville. So.
Absolutely. We'll see what happens, but I don't think it's a sad thing. It was just kind of a surprise that it came out of nowhere yesterday.
But it's been brewing.
We've
heard this for a while.
We've known it for a while. Yeah. So there you go. Brooks and Dunn splitting up after 20 years. They say they are calling it a day. It's 6:17 at WEZL.